the problem is, guys, is that as the empire continues to crumble and to fall, it's going to get more dangerous. Okay, and as we've seen so far this year, pardon me, with the assassination of Tortuguita while defending the Atlanta forest, with the beating death of Tyree Nichols, um, with so many people who have been taken from us, stolen from us, robbed from us by the state, by the police state specifically, they are going to start, and we've seen it, charging people who dissent, people who say no, people who come out to protest and refuse to accept the system as it is. It is going to become increasingly harder for people like that. I want us to go to Gulfport, Mississippi, if we could, because people are still trying to get answers surrounding the police murder of Jaheim McMillan. Jahiem was 15 years old when he was shot dead by Gulfport, Mississippi police. They claim, the police, that Jahiem was with friends who were riding around flashing weapons. But the police have produced no evidence that Jahiem was armed when police confronted him. And he was shot, where was it, guys? In the parking lot of the Dollar Tree or of the Family Dollar? And that entity, that corporation, has refused to cooperate, I believe, with Jaheim's family. They have asked them for surveillance video, which has not been produced. And the police, again, because their default setting is to lie about literally everything, but specifically lie when they kill somebody, the delay and the intentional dragging of the feet regarding this evidence, it should tell you all that you need to know. That, as people suspect, Jahiem was not armed when he was shot and killed. So, what I want us to take a look at are a couple of different video clips. Okay. Now, the first video clip, this is going to be from the local news. Because as you guys are going to see, again, the way that American media operates as propaganda for the police state is something that we need to continually point out, call out, critique, and call bullshit every time. So this clip that we're going to see, I believe, is from WCOX. And what they are going to show are scenes from Gulfport City Hall, where protesters gathered to make an action demanding that the powers that be release the body worn video of the police the day that Jaheim McMillan was murdered. So we're going to look and see how the police, and I say the police, how the media, serving as stenographers for the police, we're going to see how the local media covered this, and then we're going to see from an independent blogger who was there on the scene and the footage that they captured. So first, let's take a look at this footage again from WCOX.
New this morning from the coast, multiple arrests are made after a crowd of protesters decided to enter Gulfport City Hall, upset about the killing of a black teenager by a police officer back in October. This started about 40 to 50 people, all unarmed. They were outside City Hall Thursday afternoon when things just escalated. Now check this out. This is City Hall footage. You can see the crowd just pouring into the building. The group demanded justice and the release of camera footage of that deadly shooting of 15-year-old Jaheim McMillan. Officers say that City Hall was placed on lockdown. As a result, some of the protesters followed the city clerk into a back area where they weren't allowed and then advanced towards the mayor's office. Now, Gulfport Mayor Billy Hughes says it was just out of control.
A lot of noise, a lot of yelling, a lot of bullhorns. It was very, very loud. They started making their way into other parts of City Hall, and to the point that our employees started barricading themselves in. They were very concerned. Some folks in this crowd, they were standing on tables, yelling at our employees directly, going through items on desks. It was very disconcerting. I believe this was an orchestrated event to create sensation, to raise the noise level, and it's unfortunate that it occurred at the People's City Hall.
One of our officers was assaulted with a bullhorn outside. Upon making an arrest, we were being rushed by the crowd, and one of that individual was taken into custody. He'll be charged with a felony assault on a police officer.
D. Rocky, thank you so much for your super chat support. Much love to Kim and the Fire Fam. Appreciate you, D. Rocky. Thank you so much for that. So I'm sorry. So people came in to City Hall and began yelling. They rifled through papers on top of desks. Stood on desks. Sounds like civil disobedience to me. Sounds like something that was, far less extreme than the events that happened at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Didn't those insurrectionists, didn't they take like literal shits in the halls of Congress? Thank you. Who ran us some bucks? Who was that? Thank you so much for that. The Cash App is looking weird, but thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get it together. But thank you guys. So you saw those pictures there coming from City Hall, and you saw the way that those were covered by the media, yes? Like breathlessly. and the cop was like, yeah, somebody got assaulted with a bullhorn. What exactly does that mean? What does that mean? I guess you could hit someone with a bullhorn, but my guess is that was a bit overblown. So there was local coverage of this. It was Tasia. Thank you, Tasia. Oh, thank you, Tasha. Also, hey, Tasha, for the super chat support. And that was Tasia. Thank you, Tasia, for the Cash App. Thank you, Tasia. You're so awesome. Jasmine. Thank you, guys. I want us to take a look at the footage that was shot by the blog Black No Chaser was on the scene in Gulfport when the protesters showed up. And the video that they shot, to me, looks a little different than the video provided there by City Hall, the Gulfport City Hall. Take a look at this video from City Hall. You just see people pouring in, just all over the place, just so many blacks. you know when it's more than two blacks, not allowed. Got it, Johnson. We're going to need backup. There's at least 10 of them out here. Send everybody. send everybody that's on shift right now. It's more than 10 black people showing up here with bullhorns. They're about to have some trouble. So anyway, you guys, check out the clips from blacknochaser.com. Blackwithnochaser.com. They got the video. They were on the scene. And let me give a content warning, because you're going to see some police brutality. You are going to see police be very heavy-handed with some of these protesters. You're going to hear protesters that are in distress, protesters that are going to be screaming, asking why. And it's always a very striking scene when you're looking at all white cops versus mostly all black protesters. Like it's the Edmund Pettus Bridge all the time. It's the Selma marches all the time. So anyway, let's take a look at these clips.
Why you got them detained? Why you put them down in the fucking crowd? Can you tell us what they're because of? Why are they detained? Can we tell why are they
can't tell you that. They want to do it so far. She didn't even do anything.
Why are they being detained? We will.
Her kids. Adriana's daughter.
Why are they being detained?
Boy, y'all done put Gulfport on the map today.
Why are they being detained?
Get out of the way. Back up. Hey, wait, you can't walk towards her and tell her to back up. You can't walk towards her and tell her to back up. And you're in her face. You're in her face. Don't come. We're 15 feet. That's the law.
Why are they being
You're 15 feet. That's the law.
Why are they being detained? Fuck you!
No.
Why are they being detained? Don't say shit to us. Why are they being detained? You
They
can't
broke the law. We got it from here. 15 feet. You can't do that.
I got her. There's no reason to keep coming. We got her. We got her. There's no reason to keep coming.
Y'all coming towards us and making like we the threat. Y'all came here looking for a problem. Y'all put Gulfport on the map today. Threw that girl on the ground, pushed her face into the concrete, and tackled that boy into a corner. Come on.
Do you need anything?
Let's go get these attorneys. Let's go get these attorneys together. Come on.
Kelvin, my megaphone's over there. I want
The fuck is this? Don't touch her! Don't touch her! Don't touch her! That's a lawsuit! Don't touch her! That's a lawsuit! That's a lawsuit! Don't touch her! That's a lawsuit! That's a lawsuit! That's a lawsuit! Get it on tape, get it on film. Why you got her face in the ground like that? Why are you pushing her? Look at the abuse. This is where our tax money's going. 15 feet. 15 feet. You're 15 feet. That's the law. We're 15 feet. We're 15 feet. Baby, some lawsuits coming. Lawsuits are coming. Lawsuits are coming. Lawsuits are coming.
Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all pushing me like fucking bitch. You have on the fucking
And look how they treating him. Look how they treating him. Look how they treating him.
This is Gulfport, Mississippi police. You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. It's Black History Month. You fucking
Oh, they done
bitches.
already messed up in the
You
film.
fucking bitches. Are you fucking
And this
kidding
charge
me?
is gonna be debunked.
What the hell you arresting them for? Why you got them detained?
Whew. That's an emotional scene there coming from Gulfport, Mississippi. Chuck Modiano has some reporting on this on his Twitter page. Chuck tweeted, you can go to @ChuckModi1 to read this for yourself, but he says, last night, some DC and Mississippi protesters were wrongly arrested in Gulfport, Mississippi, fighting for justice for Jaheim McMillan. One was DC's Kevin C., who is now facing bogus charges. If you can throw a few dollars his way, he would greatly appreciate it. Kevin's Cash App is $Kevin L. Kramer. That is $Kevin, KEVIN LCRAMER. Kevin L. Kramer. That is his Cash App. He is a DC activist, known to Chuck Modiano, so I have trust in Chuck's reporting, and they are saying that these activists and protesters were arrested facing bogus charges. I'm not exactly clear on how many were arrested and to what extent what charges they are facing, but you can best believe that they're probably going to be facing some bullshit charges like the Atlanta Forest Defenders looking at charges of domestic terrorism, because the state has had enough with your little free speech and freedom of assembly and freedom to protest. They've had quite enough of that from us dissenters, okay? Us that say no to capitalism and to white supremacist state violence and to the prison industrial complex, the military industrial complex. Those that say no to that, they've had enough of our shit, okay? And they're going to start doing whatever it takes to lock us up, to discredit us, worse, to kill us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not cute to have these political ideas and to have these opinions about the state and white supremacy and about capitalism, because they don't like that shit. They do not like it. They do not care for it. And the empire will strike back, just like the fucking movie. Thank you so much to Patty P. Thank you for your super chat support, Patty P. Thank you for being a member of the Fire Fam and supporting this channel in the ways that you have. Gang, what's up, Franny French? It's a madness. Holly, it's a madness. Afra, it's a madness. It is a big madness. They are not giving up the fight in trying to get justice and accountability for Jaheim McMillan. Please tune in to what's going on in Gulfport. It's Black No Chaser on Twitter. And I think the brother who's behind that account, his name is, I think it's CJ Lawrence. And I think CJ is an attorney there in Mississippi. So please follow the hashtag Justice for Jaheim McMillan to get more information about what we can do to support the protesters that were attacked by police. As you saw from the Black No Chaser video, it's very obvious what happened. And just the audacity of these cops. How you going to tell somebody to back up as you walking towards them? Like, so you don't want me to back up. You want me to stand put as the distance between us gets smaller as you approach me to undoubtedly commit some sort of violence against me. I can understand why the young people there were so upset and agitated. It's ridiculous. Justice for Jahiem.